Welcome, one and all, to the YTF podcast, where we show you how to grow your channel. Without further ado, welcome to the family. I'm your host, Lord Pyramon, with one of my co-hosts. If you want to introduce yourself, Kate.
Hi, sorry. Oh god, hi guys, I'm one of your curators. I'm Hal Caton, you can call me Kate.
It was good. My name's Jordan, and I'm the former king of my world, Jordan's world.
And he's our special guest today.
Yes, he is. Member of the month. If you want to be a member of the month, just real quick, if you want to be a member of the month, you can start that process by basically campaigning for somebody to nominate you, because that's how you get people on this podcast, is you just kind of either you nominate somebody or you get somebody to nominate you. It's really all that simple.
And I'll let you guys know if it goes well.
Yeah, and we really do read them. Like, if you come and say, hey, we really want to see this person, we really will.
Yep. Listen, all
so
that.
what's our topic for the day, Mara?
Well, first of all, I actually have a couple of topics lined up. I told you guys about one of them, but first of all, a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened since the last podcast. That's what happens when this is a monthly podcast.
Oh yeah.
PewDiePie hit 100 million.
Yeah.
That's kind of
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not very surprised, really. He's the fastest growing channel on YouTube right now, other than T-Series. But most of the subscribers are bots, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah. That is true. And yeah, I think that it didn't seem like they really went, and that's something very interesting about T-Series, is it didn't seem like YouTube really gave them all that much fanfare. As if they kind of knew that, like, if they did, people would be mad. So...
Well, I think it's kind of the idea of the, big corporation versus the little man.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's a big controversy at the moment, is that people are kind of feeling like YouTube is kind of strayed away from being about broadcasting yourself. And, that's how stuff like YTFA started to kind of come into fruition, as us trying to, bring it back to the little guy, trying to help everybody out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something that happened very recently, like just like this weekend. Sorry, if ever, this is our next little topic.
Sure.
Because yeah, I just wanted to kind of mention that. Just congratulations, PewDiePie. All that junk. But just like this weekend, I believe, YouTube started to remove verification on certain members, and they're like changing what it means to be verified. It's very interesting.
Yes, I heard about that.
There was a huge outrage about it.
I actually, so I follow some. They're not. I wouldn't. Okay, how do I say this? Because there's different tiers of YouTubers. They're not the YouTubers that I really saw this who were really getting interestingly hit. Were actually those who were, like, not super small creators, but they weren't mega big either. They were somewhere in that, like, they were between that 100,000 and, like, 900,000 person mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw, like, Sorry, what was that, Jordan?
Yeah, so, yeah, I know a lot of YouTubers like that. Most of them, like, I don't know, this is, like, they're already at like 100,000 subscribers. They're already thinking like they're the best and all this, but really, they are pretty decent. But like, they're not like that tier level yet,
Well, and also just I think it depends on the nicheness of your topic. Like, for example, I admit I follow some really niche topics. Like, I'll give a good example. Like, somebody who got their verification taken away despite having like 600,000 like subscribers was Obese to Beast, who's like a fitness YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like, he lost his verification, even though he has that many subscribers.
Yeah, I watch this one guy called Austin McConnell. He's like a filmmaker.
Oh, I love him.
Oh yeah, you do? Yeah, and he made a video on it that was very interesting. Where he basically said that the way that they're wording this, like, the new parameters for verification, almost sounds like they're like they're starting to favor brands for verification, and that's very worrying. Is like, I mean, like the whole thing is that they ended up re-verifying all the people that they took it away from,
Yeah.
but they're still moving forward with this new verification system. It sounds like. I don't know, it sounds like some big company like Disney got like mad because like the Descendants YouTube channel didn't have a verification or something like that, like something goofy like that, and YouTube was like, okay, I guess we'll change it to benefit these random companies. That's what it feels like, you know?
But it's like
Oh, Disney.
oh,
Man.
I know Disney has. Disney throws a temper tantrum. Disney tries to get its way. Does it
Yeah.
always get its way? I don't know about that, but
What's it time they throw their tantrum? Spider-Man
That's,
is gone.
yeah, but yeah, really, but,
that's the whole plot of Saving Mr. Banks, that movie.
yeah.
Is Walt Disney
Yeah.
always gets his way.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that this verification is so important because it really helps you distinguish who is the real creator and who is not, especially for
Definitely.
someone who really has a name out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I saw a lot of celebrities out there who got their verification taken away. And it's like, bro, this is the real deal, man. How are people supposed to separate the fakers from the real dude? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I understand the verification being such a huge deal. I also understand it from I worked this hard to get here. Why did you take this away from me?
Exactly, yeah. I remember seeing like, gosh, I think it was like Hard Times, one of those Onion articles where they said like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was something along the lines of like, in the next YouTube update, YouTube takes away, like, essentially, I can't remember what it was. I can't word it as eloquently as those kinds of articles, but it was basically as a joke saying, next thing you know, they're gonna start like asking YouTubers to like return their play buttons or whatever, and like,
Oh,
That'd be
no.
such God, that'd be such a forgive my language. That'd be such a shitty move.
mm,
Yeah, I don't care.
yeah,
And also, YouTube, are you at that point? I'd be like, YouTube, are you trying to recycle the play buttons? Like, are you gonna take them away from one person and then just give them to the next?
yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting.
Really?
Like, if I were to get a play button, I'd love to learn like, hey, this one used to belong to Jacksepticeye, you know, like.
Okay, that would be kind of neat, but it's still that'd be kind of still a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna give up that diamond play button, man.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna kill somebody if you try.
But
Maybe not that far.
yeah, the verification thing was huge over this weekend. And there's been a lot of updates with YouTube recently. I know. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys remember hearing about this, about the possible age restrictions that might be coming.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was crazy.
Which I guess the best to those who don't keep up with this, I know like channels like Ryan's Toy Review got really under fire from the government because of the age that he is,
Oh yeah.
and because the age he is and also the age they target, because preschool children and very young children cannot distinguish what is an ad and what is not an ad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of studies that actually prove that, and it's really interesting to see where this will go. What will happen to some of these toy channels?
Yeah, definitely. I'm also kind of wondering, like, where. What was that? What was that, Jordan? You kind of broke up there.
Just curious.
Hmm.
Yeah, just curious. Do you guys remember EvanTube?
Evan
So
Tube?
what?
No.
Oh man, I'm one of the hardcore fans when I was little. Anyway, continue.
I was just gonna say, I'm really wondering what's gonna happen to like all these YouTubers that are kind of in a gray area where like their content is, their content can be enjoyed by kids, but they're also watched by adults, like Chad Tronic, where he's kind of like he's a reaction YouTuber and he reacts to a lot of like kind of
Yeah,
kids shows and video game
know.
content and stuff like that.
Or toys. I know he also does toys.
That's right. He also does toys. Yeah, I think he did quite a few videos on Hatchimals. So yeah.
That is definitely interesting about who falls in that gray area, and it also is interesting about who technically doesn't sell toys but uses these tactics to sell to kids.
Yeah.
Because it's advertising for them.
Because
advertising to get ads.
Yeah, really. It's like.
Well, that's the thing. Like then you have, if we're talking about like YouTube channels trying to sell stuff to kids. I mean, we have to bring up like Jake Paul, because Jake Paul kind of was under fire by that. Yeah.
I was just about to mention. I'm looking at you, Paul Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do now that the FTC is like? Like, what are you gonna do? Your audience is mostly kids, and you're selling merch.
Kate, you kind of broke up on my end for a couple seconds there.
Oh no! Oh no! Basically, I just said, what are you gonna do if you sell merch to kids, but you can no longer really sell to kids? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you have to actually put in effort. Oh no!
Oh my God! Effort?
Oh boy!
I can't be a millionaire off of pushing bullshit.
I mean, to my knowledge, Logan Paul has been kind of trying to hit an older audience, because now he has a podcast and he tried that whole mockumentary thing. So I think he's been getting better, but Jake Paul's still in that like weird limbo. He's kind of he still seems to think he's.
Well, he's gonna have to, especially with the government is coming, and government, they're not gonna play.
Totally.
So
he's got that mansion, bro. He's gonna need some cash, bro.
Yeah, really.
All this
it's all about the respect.
Yeah, all this crap going on with YouTube. What they're doing, like family-friendly channels, and all the verification crap, kind of brings us into kind of the main subject of this video that I kind of wanted to talk about, and that's the idea of smaller YouTubers and even bigger YouTubers kind of becoming very discouraged and disillusioned with YouTube, and because I've seen so many YouTubers that just kind of quit, just kind of give up at some point because of all the stuff that goes on. Either they're not experiencing the growth that they expected or wanted, or they just feel like it's too much of a grind. And just kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant earlier about Twitch.
Yeah.
Most of the people are mostly gamers too. They're mostly just moving on to Twitch now because it's easier.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, in certain ways, Twitch is easier.
For them, at least.
What was that?
To them, yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of like fading in and out. I don't know if you're like moving away from the microphone or something, but you're kind of like fading in and out. Jordan.
This good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Lit.
All right. But yeah.
I mean, okay. So, this is something I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last podcast, but this is something that's really important to take away from doing YouTube, is that YouTube should be, anybody who's trying to be a professional YouTuber might need to change their mental state.
Agreed.
And I say that with all the love in the world, because the truth of the matter is, you have to love your craft for people to notice it. And if you're just in it for the money and the fame, it's noticed. And it doesn't come off as genuine. And that's kind of what people love, is this authenticity and being genuine.
Absolutely.
Very true, man.
I mean, that's why, and I can see why people are getting disillusioned by that, because they think, oh, well, I can get into YouTube and I can be YouTube famous and I can get all this money and everything else, and you only become famous and earn this kind of wealth, if you make the algorithm. You have to make the algorithm, and part of the algorithm is getting a audience who loves you for you.
Absolutely.
True, man.
Yeah, I see a lot
The
of
big thing is
people.
get people's attention too.
Mhm.
Sorry, you can go, Pyro.
Well, I was just gonna say, because I see a lot of people, even in like the amino community, who just kind of seem to just focus, like just laser focus on that subscriber count, and just like constantly say like, why am I not growing as fast as I expected? What's happening? They're asking people on the amino like, how do I grow my subscriber count? How do I get more views? Don't focus on that. At least at first, you shouldn't be focusing on that stuff. You should be
Yeah,
focusing on you should be focusing on improving your craft. Once you get to like
yes.
1,000 subs, then you can go ahead and start focusing on growth and views. At that point, go ahead. But when you're small, when you're only like in the double digits or even the triple digits, focus on your sorry, focus on improving your craft first.
Yeah. And I think also, I think about this in the sense of amino as well, is that the larger you get, the more out of touch you kind of get with people. So, when you're small, this is the absolute best opportunity to find out how to do better and actually apply it, and
Absolutely.
people will notice it.
So true as well. Like so many big YouTubers feel so horrible that they can't get to meet all their fans because their fan base is so huge. They can't get to every single person.
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
I see that. I'll use myself as an example. Like on an amino on one of the amino communities, I have 19,000 followers on there, which is insane. And the thing is, I feel
Yeah.
kind of bad because I could never connect with all 19,000 people who follow me. I just literally could never do that.
Yeah.
So I think and that becomes really hard as you get bigger because it's harder to kind of figure out what critique and what feedback should you take and what is considered really truly hate and not, constructive at all.
Absolutely. Yeah. At some point, you have to kind of, and that, yeah. Okay, let's bring this into taking criticism as well. If you want, like a kind of looking into looking into the idea of sorry, I'm completely blanking right now.
It's okay. We all,
Alright.
Yeah.
we all have those moments.
Yeah.
It's really me, man.
Basically, trying to differentiate just very harsh criticism that's meant from a point of care from something that's genuinely supposed to be hurtful or isn't, because that's what I find as well just doing this podcast is that just in the past like 3 installments I've been trying to skirt the line around being brutally honest and being nice, because you can't be both a lot of the times. And
That's kind of true. And
yeah.
I speak because I think I've mentioned this before. I work as a professional user experience designer. I have to give criticism sometimes or feedback to my coworkers or people at my company, and I
No, exactly.
can't
I
sugarcoat
always-
everything.
People always mistake my like brutal honesty for like the fact that I'm just jealous or being a hater. But like that's not true at all. I'm just giving you the hard. I try to be as honest as I can. Sometimes it'll sound like I'm being a jerk about it. I'm really not. I'm just like stating things that you can improve on in great detail.
Sure. And I also think I think it's also really hard. We talk about writing and tone. Writing and tone is really hard. Like sometimes you can mess up somebody's tone piece of writing.
That's the biggest problem that people have most of the time. That's why I like mostly calling mostly so you can see how people actually what their mood is actually, It's more real.
For sure. And that's an interesting point to make is how do you give constructive criticism to creators without sounding like you're trying.
Exactly, man.
Like,
They should probably make like voice recordings for like comment sections on YouTube, something like that. Sort of like the Amino group chats, you know?
yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's good to keep an open forum, but I also understand if you, sift it with a fine tooth.
Sorry, you broke up that there, Kate. You kind of. I don't know what it is about. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's Discord, but
I'll bet you want to know what I will bet it is? I will bet you it's because my boyfriend is playing video games out in the living room. It is.
yeah, blame the video games.
Fine,
You're no
man.
different than Fox News. I see.
Yeah, I gonna blame those video games, those damn video games, ruining
Darn
everyone.
video games.
they took our gerbs.
No.
You want to move on to the reviews? Let me
Yeah,
post the links.
let's move on.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the links real quick into the chat.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm actually glad we got the South Park reference today.
All right, here we are.
Beautiful.
Let's start with that guy Dave. This is a pretty long one, so I might want to. I think he might have. I think he might have linked to like a specific point in the video about like I think he might have like an intro skit, and he just kind of skipped forward. So.
Okay. I know we've said that, and for everyone who's new joining in, we watch, if it's a long video, we watch about 5 minutes, and we do that just to be fair to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also because, I'm sure I'm sure we all have things we need to do here for 3-4 hours watching everybody's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best advice I can get for like the time limit on videos is at least 10 or 15 minutes long, really. Just no, not like 20 minutes, really.
And if you
10
need
to
to cut me out in that time thing, please you.
All right, everybody. Is everybody in the video right now?
Just a sec. Did it.
All right, so we're going to do a countdown and press play around the same time.
Right. At the start, right?
Let's do the 5-minute mark that he put it at. All right.
Okay. Boop.
Okay, so if everybody's ready, Kate, you
Okay.
there? You there, Kate?
I'm here.
All right, good. All
I'm
right,
there.
so countdown 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay. Medieval
Ah.
was developed by SCE Cambridge and Chris Arad, the guy who developed the James Bond series. Then published by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe in 1998. Exactly 20 years ago. The game was
Bit of a
heavily influenced
zombie vibe going.
buttons
I think this is, yeah,
Christmas.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah.
Halloween special, talking about medieval.
And this Nightmare Before Christmas. The game gained
Ah, beautiful.
fans
Yes.
going around the world. And the main character was even considered to be something of a sex symbol. The prawns. The game saw several re-releases, including a sequel. There were plans for other titles, but was cancelled, including a third installment on the PlayStation 2. The game was praised for its Halloween-influenced atmosphere and comedy aspects, such as running animation that made the main character look like he was headbanging to a killer song.
Oh, okay, there's little skits in here, alright.
Like that.
There we go.
However, most were skeptical about the controls and camera, which I never had a problem with. Who's doing this review? Oh, really? The game sold well, selling over 400,000 copies within Europe. There are two main characters within the game, and the rest are just on the side. There is Daniel Forsythe, the hero, voiced by Jason Wilson, and Zarek the villain, voiced by Peter Darrow, who also voiced Grand Moff Tarkin, Star Wars Empire at War.
I was about to say, Tarkin. He was also Van Helsing. But now I think that's a different Tarkin.
Second in command. Stanya Iron Fuhrer, a blacksmith. Blood Monarch, Skull Crusher, a peasant from the Eastern Nordic tribe. Woden the Mighty,
Change names, actually.
fierce hero. Carl Sterngard, an obsessive eater. Look it up. Doug Steadfast, a swordsman. Ravenhood, the centaur archer. Imazami Shongama, an Amazonian queen. Megwin Stormbinder, a
Stormbinder.
housewife that was blessed by the gods. And Morton the Earthworm, Daniel's sidekick. Sir Daniel Fortescue was considered to be a hero among heroes after defeating the evil Lord Sarek in battle, but in truth, he's nothing more than a gesturing idiot who was defeated within mere seconds of the battle starting by an arrow to the knee, the eye.
Aha, Skyrim reference.
The king decided to cover up his little troop.
Brothers love Skyrim.
declaring Daniel's success in defeating Lord Zarek. Now, many years later, Zarek has returned to raise an army of undead. However, brings back the Daniel Fortescue, who has now traveled the lands of Galloway to stop Lord Zarek once and for all, and claim his rights within the Horn of Heroes.
Okay, so I'm kind of stopping there.
Yeah.
That was definitely
That was certainly something.
that was very interesting. I feel like the character that he used, the zombie guy, I think it was interesting. It was definitely an entertaining, funny character, but I don't know the way that he talks. It's very slow, and it's entertaining, but it's not. It doesn't really. It's kind of counterintuitive for a review because you're kind of wanting it to be a little bit. You want the information to be relayed a certain way.
Yeah, and
So
Yeah, really.
and I
it's-
think that hinders him because I can tell he did a lot of.
oh, definitely.
A lot of makeup work.
Hmm.
I want to learn how to do that someday.
I can really tell he sat down and he planned this video out, which I can just tell from the pacing. I can tell from him trying to make skits.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing, and this comes with time, this comes with practice. I think the big things here is I wish there was maybe a better
Better
some kind of
microphone, better camera. Yeah.
better camera, and I guess editing. Like if that skit
Mhm.
had came on immediately, I probably would have been laughing even.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit, yeah, a little. I think more practice with the skits, a little bit more visual aid, because like you're just kind of watching him talk about this stuff, and it would help more if there was a little bit more, a little more, a little more stuff going on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, like images or text or just
Hmm.
items, but this comes with learning how to edit, and that takes
Yeah.
time. I'm not No one's going to learn how to edit videos overnight. Even
Mm.
I'm still learning how to edit video.
I'm trying to
I
learn
am
how I
too.
can
Like,
improve on my end.
Yeah.
But I think this video hit hard for like a good attempt at trying something different, you know.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
totally.
Like
hard.
yeah, he can definitely improve on a few things. Hard on
Mhm.
his face, definitely. Yeah, he definitely hit hard for this new
Yeah.
style of video. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed too. I mean, and please know when we get these critiques, we mean very well meaning, and we think there's a lot of potential here.
Oh,
Definitely a lot of potential in most of these videos. I can
we
see most of
actually,
these people growing up to be great entertainers.
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. We actually might be able to get Creator on real quick, because he just
Oh.
said he might be able to hop on, but he doesn't know for how long. Let me see
Okay.
let me see if I can get him in.
I always wanted to meet this guy in person too, really. He's a pretty interesting. This nice little snake face.
Okay, I see now, because I went just to check on my amino. I've not been on my phone.
I saw the text too.
All right, so should we wait for him, or should we just move on to the next, and he can come in whenever. Oh wait,
He can come in whenever. Let me just. Oh, you already got it. Wow, you are like the atomic speed typer.
Can't even type that fast. Every time I try, it just scrambles.
No, I was gonna say the atomic pyro. Can you teach me
Really?
how to type that fast?
I am not a fast typer. I have no clue what you're talking about.
or am
Teach me your
I
ways.
or am I just a grandma? Maybe I'm just a grandma.
I don't know.
Maybe I need to go
I'm
to.
still a young boy in my teens.
Maybe I need to retire. Like, go sit in a nursing home and bake cookies. I'm kidding. I'm really.
Okay, we got Creator. He might be joining shortly. He's in the server.
Green light.
Gonna join, dude? Come
Hello?
on. He's in the server.
Create me something. Create me a voice. Hello.
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 I admit I am excited to see the things I can't do when I can't sleep, because I feel like this is going to be a big move.
He might be setting up a microphone or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And I mean this might be a big mood, because I feel like I have trouble sleeping at times. 'Cause I'll think about like moderating like random times of the day, and sometimes it's even at midnight, and I'll be on there looking just to see if everything's okay.
Yeah.
Very rarely I have trouble sleeping. The only times I do is that I'm either full of thought or it's just in sleep. Just really deep into my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know what Kree's doing. Should we just oh, there he is. There he is. Hey man.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey man. Speak, Creator.
Okay.
All right, there you are. All right.
Hi there.
All right, so we're moving on to Mickey Little Mouse. All right.
Alright,
So,
looks interesting.
all right. So, everybody in?
Yep, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Kate's in. Cree.
Where on the list is this?
Second
it's,
video.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
Yep, second video.
Oh wow, look at Okay, yep, I'm in.
All right. So 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Hi guys, it's me again, back at you with
And this video is a video that nobody asked for, but I still did because I don't have anything to upload.
Me too.
Well, this video sums up what I do when I can't sleep. That's it. I mean,
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. These are the things that I do when I can't sleep.
Oh yes.
Crab dance.
The first thing I do when I cannot sleep
I need a way better
is...
intro. Show us your
I
way.
do a YouTube video and edit it at the same time. Yeah.
Ah.
Hard work. Yeah, I film my videos at night and edit it.
I just gotta say, this dude has the most epic sideburns.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that
they're pretty
again.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one is I do a makeup.
I can't wait to have mine.
His editing cracks me up.
Reminds me of the YouTuber, Up It's Joe.
And yeah, it takes me 10 minutes to erase it.
I do feel like his background music kind of drowns out his dialogue, though.
Yeah.
A little bit. He could do with a better.
One of my favorite Kevin MacLeod songs.
Coffee, right? I drink coffee every night.
I don't.
They said that it's not gonna make you sleep. Then fuck it. If I cannot sleep, then make myself awake for the whole night.
Oh god, I do that. That's very self-destructive, and I love it.
Yeah.
Cannot sleep is I talk to my online friends. I mean, they're still my friends after
Oh, I've
all.
done this.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
far
Online
away from
friends
me,
are your
but
guys.
yeah, they're still
Oh,
my
I've done
friends.
this except.
So, I talk to them when I'm bored since you have the different time zone. It's morning for them, it's evening for me, then
Yeah, I've done this with my friends who live in Europe and in Asia.
yeah, I talk to them. I mean, not all of them, but
Beautiful.
I try my best to talk to everyone. Fifth
Man, why does
thing-
this video have 2 dislikes?
fifth thing that I
Who,
do,
who gonna do my boy like that?
I draw.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
could do this?
Granted, I don't understand why most videos have dislikes.
I
Whoa!
do drawing when I
That's
cannot
awesome
sleep.
drawing.
Oh, that
It
is...
makes me relax.
Is that an actual drawing that he did? That's pretty good.
Until 5 in the
Yeah.
morning.
But I think...
Drawing videos can't do
Thing
that.
that I do when I cannot sleep is I clean my face. I clean my
Actually
face.
could
I
help.
mean,
You know what? That's,
I don't sleep.
actually okay.
Beautiful.
That's,
Yeah.
something that I do as well
Somehow
occasionally.
actually works.
Some face mist all
With,
over my
as
face.
somebody with rampant acne, that is actually something that I do.
I mean, it feels refreshing.
Ah!
That's probably the best edit I've seen in that video so far.
Yeah.
Is guess what? I listen to music. I mean, who doesn't listen to music? Yeah, I do listen to music when I cannot sleep, and that makes me relax. And
I know people who don't listen to music.
For a most that don't understand technology.
So who doesn't listen to music?
I listen to music when I can sleep. Listen to some Billie Eilish. Listen to some disco music.
I literally listen to video game soundtracks to help me sleep.
Oh, I do that.
Or movie soundtracks.
Trap music.
You know what's funny is that in my recommended, my up next autoplay, we have Skyrim, and it's all game soundtrack.
Oh my lord.
Last but not the least is. Try to go to sleep.
Oh, that was...
Oh, really?
Lay some eggs there. Lay in bed. That's what I do. I go to bed. And
Close my eyes.
That's a mood.
I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do but go to bed. So, yeah, I just go to bed and sleep.
that sums up the whole video. And if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. And please subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, I'll see you
Very
guys in
good.
the next video.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
I'm
It's pretty good.
subscribing to this dude. I want to see this content.
I want to.
Subscribe and bell.
Yeah.
Done, my dude.
He's
You're
really
good.
funny. He's
Yeah.
genuinely funny.
Round
Yeah,
of
just video
applause.
quality and a bit of more pacing, and it would be really good. Like, you know,
And,
just a bit of
and-
fine tuning.
and a wee bit of scripting, maybe.
Definitely.
A little bit
definitely.
more scripting. I think the big thing that would really improve him if we were gonna just pick one thing to really would be get a better microphone to separate your actual, just so you can separate your voice from the video, so that
Oh,
way when you're
definitely.
actually in your editing, you can actually layer the music underneath your voice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I like to do, actually. If I ever started.
I think that would be the best thing to do.
I give that an 8 out of 10. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. You can barely hear the beat.
I have to admit, I was dying at the in the jungle meme when that yee.
Oh yeah, that was good. I don't know, the kid on crack, but his Ed of the Vat got me. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh
Alright,
my
so,
gosh. You remember that kid that froze bread?
Oh yeah, that was the
What?
first podcast. That was the first podcast.
That was a thing.
He
Yeah,
froze bread and threw it at a brick wall.
yeah.
I mean,
You see
Oh my
that?
gosh, who was that? He was a member of the month at some point, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was Fearless GD.
Yeah, something like Fearless GD or something like that. Yeah, he was pretty good.
I'm gonna have to find him and subscribe.
yeah, no, I gotta know about freezing bread and throwing it at the bricks.
Yeah. All right, so next is
Find that.
Giorgio.
next is Giorgio with a Common Rider fan film, I think.
Giorgio. Jordan.
Don't you want your balloon, Georgie?
Oh, God. I'm a big horror fan.
Hiya, Georgie.
Hiya, Georgie.
Hi, Georgie.
They all float down here, Georgie.
Are you?
See who has the best Pennywise.
They all
You know what's so
float.
the sad thing about the Pennywise impression is that I have a very large cat in my home, and I jokingly will yell at him, "Kiss me, fat boy."
Kiss me, fat boy. Yeah. The original is much better. I can't lie.
Yeah,
It's
the
definitely
Tim Curry
hilarious.
version is
I
still a
see it more as a
classic.
comedy than horror.
Yeah. It is more comedy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, a
I-
clown is living up to its name.
yeah. I love the new It, but I will always give a lot of props and credit to Tim Curry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, I love Tim Curry.
Who doesn't?
Right.
No.
The only thing about Tim Curry that I never realized he was such a villain, played all these villain characters, because I knew him as like Nigel Thornberry.
this I refuse to take off this robe. I feel like an angel baby swaddled in cloud candy.
Martians have landed.
So yeah, knowing that he does all these villains kind of ruined Nigel for me. It made it better. I don't know which way it went.
That was a really good TV show too.
Yeah, it was.
Decent. It couldn't live up to the Rugrats though.
Yeah.
Couldn't beat the Rugrats.
No, you can't. The Rugrats went off the air 2 years before I was born.
Oh,
That's a
when
weird
were you
thought
born?
because I grew up. I don't. This is weird because I'm 25 and I grew up with the Rugrats.
Yeah.
Like, because I was that age.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, this is really weird to talk.
And it's like, it's my favorite show as a kid, but it aired in November of 91.
Yep. This is what I joked about this earlier about maybe I'm too old at this.
This all
that
started
ages
because
you.
his name is Giorgio. Hey, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie. We should
All right.
watch this guy's fan film.
Yeah, let's just watch it already. All right,
Indeed.
countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
A short film by Georgie.
Tugushi?
Or Jijij. Or Jij.
Ooh, that font gives me some Rebel Taxi vibes.
That microphone is good enough to hear the plasticky sound of his.
This worm copied you. It knows all your moves, all your weaknesses, and anything there is to know about you. You can't defeat it, okay? Do not engage.
Well, that's not going to be much of a trouble for me. After all, the wind
Pokemon vibe.
will guide my actions. At least, that's what my grandma used to tell me.
What? How's that supposed to help?
Really gives me Pokemon vibes.
Listen, I know you don't trust me, but you cannot do this.
You know, to my knowledge, Kamen Rider's sort of a Power Rangers type
Can't
thing,
beat it
so...
on your own. You simply cannot.
Well, you
Power
see,
Rangers.
the main difference
Yeah.
I
between
get
you
you.
and I is that the reason why I work alone is because I'm usually successful at my missions.
Nick, you fucking...
Dang! Dang! Get that frat snap.
Was that a Nokia?
Yeah, it was.
That-
Not a brick.
It looked like a Motorola. The Motorola's that had antenna that you had to pull out.
It's a good thing I have the new one then.
Gemini Man, starring
Makes me
Will
look like Billy
Smith.
from It.
Your
He
next
literally
opponent
looks like Billy from It.
is me.
Oh. Oh, what is this?
Ooh. Strange.
Oh, he's got a thermal detonator.
He's got a Beyblade!
I copied you
Let it
for
rip.
a reason. I know every single one of your powers and weaknesses. And yet you're still going after me.
Uh-oh.
Just who are you? Who am I? Well, I'm just a common rider who's passing through.
I can't tell which one is talking
Remember
to which.
that. Transform.
Yeah. Is this an upgraded version of Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think so. I think so.
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the champions.
They also call me the Destroyer of Worlds.
The Destroyer of Worlds.
you know,
Dedicated. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so real talk.
I really wrote
The
that.
actual editor, the editing of this is really well done. The
Oh, yeah,
photography is
definitely.
really well done.
That was amazing. I actually really like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would
The
probably
editing
appreciate it
was amazing.
more if I knew anything about Kamen Rider.
Oh, for sure.
It actually has to be something of like That's more well known.
I don't even know
Honestly.
what Kamen Rider is.
I'm pretty sure
this is a new-
it's. Kamen Rider's been
I've
around
heard the name before.
forever.
I think it's like the proto Power Rangers, if
pretty
I'm
much.
correct.
It's I think it's sort of the rival to the
Yeah,
power, to the Super Sentai, which is sort of the precursor to Power Rangers.
Oh. What's Power Rangers?
It's like
You
Spider-Man.
what, mate?
I grew up in a different country. Remember this?
Wait, do you seriously not know what Power Rangers is?
Yeah, I have no idea what is
Oh
it.
my god.
Okay, it's like these teenagers get chosen and they have to like fight and they make like these mecha things.
I
Yeah.
see.
They're like alien ninjas who have giant robots.
Okay.
Yeah.
That okay.
And little boys and little girls would fight about which Power Ranger were they all the time.
I feel like that's a very American thing to do.
Yeah, it is,
It's
because
very
it-
American and also very Japanese.
Ah.
Yeah, because it'd be little boys screaming, "Well, I'm the Red Power Ranger."
Well, I'm the teal.
Teal.
They really would. I'm not kidding about that. They would be screaming of, "Well, you're a girl, so you have to be the pink or the yellow one," which is, by the way, that is a pattern.
Okay.
Yes.
I
I don't know,
actually
sometimes
had to.
they're the Blue Ranger.
Why can't they?
Sometimes.
Is there a Black
I think-
Ranger?
Yes,
There is a
was.
Black Ranger.
There is. Okay, good.
There- I
All
think-
inclusive.
I think
There's also a White Ranger, although I don't know how you should take that one.
A Light Ranger.
A
There's
White
a-
Ranger,
Oh.
white
I
and
think,
black.
I think there's, if I remember correctly, there's red, yellow, blue, black,
Green.
white,
Sometimes there's
green,
green.
white, and then I think at
One's
some
the
point there
leader.
was a Silver Ranger and he was a dog for some reason.
Is there
Yeah.
like, Donatello? Is Donatello one of them?
That's
Yes,
a teenage.
Donatello is a Power Ranger.
I know Donatello's purple. Is there a purple ranger?
No, I don't think there was.
I
I watched
don't think
up
so.
to.
No, I don't
watched
think
up to
so.
SPD.
I actually- There was a summer when I was a nanny. There was a summer where the kids I was nannying all they watched was Power Rangers. I think I
Oh,
watched
man.
like 5 or 6 seasons of Power Rangers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I don't think I would be able to
yeah.
keep my sanity because like I watched Power Rangers religiously as a kid, but now I can't stand it.
I know, it's just, and here's the thing, they weren't even watching the new ones. They were watching 1990s Power
Ooh.
Rangers.
Those are the
Well, those at least have some charm to them.
They have some charm, but I'm like, are you guys really watching like 1990 like 5 Power Rangers?
I mean, the 90s is a great time.
I mean,
They're
it
beautiful.
was.
Lots of cocaine.
Those were the 80s, I'm fairly sure.
Well,
the 90s
it was the 80s,
90s was heroin.
Well, it was
The
heroin.
90s were the crack babies.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's right. Yeah.
The 80s were Quaaludes. Oh God. Oh, so what's next on our list? We have a
Next
speed
is
tape.
Shizun Chun.
Wait,
Shizun Chun, something like that.
Shit. I'm not even gonna try.
Zune.
Shizune Chune. I don't know.
Chune?
Shizune Chun.
Shizune Chune?
I'm just gonna apologize to you, Shizune, just in advance, because this is gonna be really embarrassing. The fact that none of us know how to pronounce your name.
Chongalir Chahad Chog.
Oh.
Yes, you got it, creator.
Jahuni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A plus.
I.
All right.
That is 10-minute video. Okay.
10 minutes. Yeah,
We're-
we're
we
just gonna
normally
watch,
watch
the first
about-
5.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We only watch about 5, just so we're
Yeah.
like, give everybody a fair chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Are you trying to do an impression? I'm not sure what that is.
Anyway, let's do this.
Yeah, all right. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Assuming that's the finished product.
Hybrid print.
I like this music.
Yes, it's very calming.
This is some nice. This is nice music.
Okay. This is where my art self comes out and trying to figure out which program they use.
Microsoft
Looks like an
Paint.
app.
I mean, I've seen some good shit at Microsoft.
I have too.
Horrible.
Ooh, it's getting high.
I think it's Medibag.
Okay, my ears feel better. Oh shit, man. I'm starting to do drawing
There's
videos
the
like this.
there's the. I have done this occasionally.
I never did this technique before.
The eye cheat is like when you've drawn one really good eye, but you can't get the other eye just right, so you edit
mirror.
it. Yeah.
See, I don't even draw, but when I don't, like, I occasionally draw just a sort of therapeutic thing. I do that as well.
Yeah,
I don't always draw, but when I do,
but I do.
I cheat.
I'm a cheating bastard.
Well, here's the thing. I went to design/art school. Even I sometimes do the mirror thing.
Yeah.
I went to atmosphere school
Atmosphere school.
for a little bit, and then I failed out.
Did you fall into the atmosphere?
No, I
You kept
failed
your head
out,
in the
and then I went into
clouds.
med school.
Oh,
It's because it's so much easier, right?
yeah.
School is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to med school is so easy.
Yeah.
Should have just done law school. Probably would have been easier.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I definitely. Which country though?
No clue.
Yeah, if we're starting to talk about European law, we're gonna
Yeah.
be here for a while.
Yeah. In Germany, if you escape prison successfully, you won't get rearrested.
Oh my gosh, I gotta move to Germany.
Because according to them, it's human nature to want to escape. So if you can do it successfully, they won't stop you.
I mean,
Oh my
I kind of
gosh.
can't blame them. And also, don't take me the wrong way. And I know that this is just part of the design, but when I see that, when the design on the chest armor made me think of a meme that's been circling around right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to find it.
That thing.
It's like the T-shirt where it's Pepe, the guy wearing Pepe the Frog, but it cuts it at the.
Oh, no, so no.
Wait, what?
Bowsette. Was that what it was?
No, it's not Bowsette. You know what? I'll get the picture and I'll show it.
Look at the eye cheat again. It did it.
Did it again.
What else?
But it's it was tattooed.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like that right there.
if I find it here.
Yeah, by the way, whatever this person's name is again, if you want me to draw anything for you, like an OC or anything, you can come to me. I'm starting to do that now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, editor's note. The music is extremely aggressive.
It is.
is.
Maybe turn that down by
yeah.
like 95%.
A
And
little.
it'll
Yeah.
be golden.
I kind
It
of
was
would
It
have
was good at the
we had some
beginning, but
talking.
yeah, after a while. What was that, Kay? I
kind
didn't
of-
hear it.
I would love to hear some talking.
Yes,
like,
some commentary would be great.
Well,
as you
can see, I'm doing the hair now.
Well, even if they
I'm
talked
good
about
at
why
that.
they
Yeah.
love the series or like who this OC is. I just
Oh,
would
like a
that.
like
Yeah.
a VO and post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the video's so fast that they won't have enough time to talk.
Is this okay? I don't know. Is this? It's like
So
a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, because I think I know the answer to this because I've played it very many times. But is this from Zelda?
I don't
No, it
think
says it's an
so.
OC.
It is an OC?
Look, I've played.
Oh, yeah, it does
I've
say.
played every Zelda game through like 6 times.
No.
Am I wrong?
Also, I posted that meme that I was just talking about down below, and what I
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
what? Oh, God!
yum. That's pretty south. Casual nip.
If I had a better
I think I
physique,
want to
I'd
buy that shirt.
Oh,
That'll be my new profile picture.
oh my
Crate, if you
god.
actually buy that shirt,
You know, what's worse is I only know of this existence because my boyfriend put this on my now, and why did you put this on my immediate
Oh,
for
no.
19,000 people to?
Oh, I would get featured. If you post it, everybody, nobody's gonna know what picture we're talking about. But if you do, if you post this, I will feature your post.
I might.
You
You know what? You know
Hey,
what?
approve this message.
In the picture that we use and like the overlay that we use for this recording, I
Uh-huh.
might like just cover you with that picture so that everybody just like we did in the second podcast when you weren't here.
Yeah. You covered me in a bunch of anime posters.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The only anime I've ever seen is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Shut up.
That's the first anime I've watched.
You know what? Cree, you know what? I'm gonna do you one even. When I draw this thumbnail, I'm just gonna put you in that
Okay, do that,
What?
and give me Avatar Aang's head arrow.
Oh, you're pushing your luck because you don't understand. I'll probably do it.
and also, I don't know what my character looks like without a bowler hat on, so good luck. He kind of just
bald.
he's kind of a ethereal monster, so he probably would just look like black smoke.
Literally just looks like a snake, bro.
Everybody keeps calling me lizard guy. It's not a lizard. It's the Cheshire cat.
Cat?
Lizard.
Never heard of it. I'm gonna save this image. I'm saving this.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, we're well over 5
yeah.
minutes for this video.
Never.
Yeah, this video, I mean, it's fine. It's a speed art. We're
Yeah,
7 minutes
it's speed
in.
art. It's fine. They've got like their social media up here. That's great.
And
everything
the
about it is
channel
fine.
link in the bottom corner.
Yeah. Everything
So, yeah, I
about
mean,
it is fine. It just kind of needs a little bit more substance, I guess, like a voiceover
And-
or something like that.
And like a very much more passive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have loved to hear. I come from being an artist, drawing myself. I would have loved to hear more about the OC, maybe about their process, like talking. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the podcast we did last time. I forgot. I feel bad.
Oh
She
yeah, and
posted
you,
really a lot of.
Kate, you were talking about the about which program it is. It's MetaBang. It's in the description.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was right. It is MetaBang.
Meta.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
personally draw on Fire Alpaca.
Do what, Pyro?
I just started using.
I basically draw on Fire Alpaca.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think you mentioned that at some point.
Yeah, but
Never heard of that.
it's a good program for free. It's like one of the only lightweight drawing programs you can really get for Mac.
Oh,
called?
man.
Yeah, but
What's it called again?
but anyway, the one thing I really like in an art video is I like when we talk about things or talk about how you do something, who the character is, you know, because it gives a flavor to you. Because I can passively consume lots of art, but how much do you want to make sure you want to hook someone into watching your speed paint?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm mostly doing my drawing series, mostly just to give others attention to their creations.
Yeah.
Really. I draw them, see what they look like, to show what they look like, and then shout them out in the end so that people can go check out their great work. So if people can come up with something good like that, then they're going to need a bit more attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I'm also going to be drawing like fictional characters, you know, like Batman, Captain America, anybody really.
I have a story about Batman, but I'll wait to tell that at the end.
all right.
Okay.
So yeah, we only have one more video left. So
Yeah.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Well, now you make me want to tell it now. It's really quick.
You know what?
There was-
You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my god. So
Only
there
have
was
one
one morning I was getting ready for work, and my boyfriend, I think he didn't have work that day, so he's sleeping in. And I remember, and I just hear, and I was getting ready, and I was about to walk out the door, and then I just hear, like, snoring. And then just suddenly him screaming, "I'm Batman!" while he's sleeping.
You know, I
Like-
I've experienced a similar waking dream in my life where I was at a camp and my bunkmate, I was on the bottom bunk and the
Yeah.
top bunkmate decided to hook his legs over the railing and like hang upside down. And he looked right at me and said, "Unicorns fart rainbow." And then he pulled himself back up. And then I got out of bed and looked at him. He's fast asleep. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, that should be like a story time right there. Somebody should draw that for you.
I'll do it.
YTF podcast animated. Can we get that going? Might feature that on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Maybe we should get that. Maybe we
I'll
should
be
get
your
that
animator.
going.
That would be cool.
Your animator.
But yeah, I actually have a story in that similar vein with my brother. Not nearly as entertaining as creators, but but sort of. I think the whole idea was. Never mind. It's nowhere near as interesting. Let's just get into the video.
No.
Oh, tell
No, you will tell it. You will do it.
All right.
Do it.
Apparently, for some reason, my little brother, when he was very young, he had this dream about he genuinely wanted to work at Disney World and be Goofy, be the Goofy mascot as a kid. And one time in his sleep, he just woke up. He just as he was waking up, he just yelled, "I want to be Goofy!"
Hey, Mickey.
It's the weirdest thing, and
That's very odd, but I can appreciate it. I think I appreciate it more now because of Goofy getting really weird videos now. Like,
Yeah.
what was it? If you've seen the "I Want My Money" Damien.
Oh, the
song?
the TikTok. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damien. Where's my money?
I'm getting my choking hand.
You guys seen the Goofy trials?
He did one with Elmo too.
Oh no!
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, but Jordan, did you just mention the court trial one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with Filthy Frank.
Yeah, the one with Filthy
Oh,
Frank.
yeah.
I'm a murderer.
Gores.
Amazing.
Oh boy.
I'll fucking do
Winnie
it
the
again.
Pooh, I think, killed me in that video too.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well. Well, I think this got out of hand.
You owe me $3.
Well, I'm
What
glad
is
that
it,
we're on the topic of
$3?
Disney. I'm glad we're on the topic of Disney because we can go right into this last video.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
this is, I'm
Is
pretty
this
sure.
the song I think it is?
I have no idea.
live
But I know this is
I
like a
love
Lion King thing, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Is this the song I
Really
think it is?
love the song.
All right, everybody in?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right, 3, 2. I'm getting like Discord. I think I'm getting Discord notifications somewhere else, and it's just blasting me. I don't know. So yeah, there are like some Discord notifications going on in the background. That is really annoying.
Oh,
Um,
let me see if is it me? It
Are
better?
you? I don't.
I think it's me. Don't know.
I got nothing on my end.
I think it's.
I-
me.
I-
Well,
I'm new to this stuff.
I
I'm just
run a
gonna-
couple of servers, so that's why I'm
Oh.
like saying, is it me?
Well, I'm just gonna power through it. It's not that annoying on my end if it's picking up in the video. So
Would y'all like to
So,
continue?
countdown.
Mm.
Three,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
There's the song I love.
It is the song! I knew it!
Turn the volume up. Okay, actually, there's already one flaw here.
Okay. Yeah. Is the flaw that you're thinking of?
Yeah, the song just sounds like it's like recorded off of another.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like it was somebody took their iPod and recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laughed because I knew this was gonna be this specific song.
This is my childhood favorite song.
It looks like they somehow chroma keyed the foreground or something. So like it's monochrome.
I think they probably made it so it took yellow out.
Maybe. I didn't know you could do that in KineMaster though.
KineMaster has some pretty advanced programs if you get.
I would assume that would just be the full version though, because it still has the watermark up there. So I would assume.
Oh yeah.
I would assume this is the free version.
I'm trying to get rid of my watermark with this edit software that I'm using. I don't want to pay to.
Yeah, this yeah. But it's also like these transitions with the text. It's a little bit jarring.
I'm also trying to figure out what the story here is. Is this to follow? Is it trying to follow the actual movie, or is this some new interpretation? I'm a little lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen Lion King 2, so I really don't know.
Basically, the long story short of it, think of Romeo and Juliet, but live.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it just stops before the song does.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, but with lions.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
And less underage activity.
Okay, I think this is.
Do me eye.
Okay, wait a minute.
Remember the do me eye.
Okay, I'm.
You can't forget that.
Oh,
This
gosh.
has quite a few flaws, actually.
I'm gonna take out the topic because I don't understand it enough to give commentary on. I will give credit where there's some editing charm in here, but I will say some of the editing is a little off. Some of the timings.
I can't exactly see any good parts about this, really. I mean, it's good that they have at least decent editing, but at least learn how to download songs and put them like in high quality into this video, and try to pick a song that actually works with what you're trying to show. Really.
Well, in AM, I don't remember. Were you guys old enough for the two?
Wait, what? You cut off for me.
Sorry, were you guys old enough for AMVs, like the age of AMV?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I remember them.
I guess
a little bit.
Because I guess maybe this is my age speaking. Because this is how I found out about YouTube with AMVs, and that's really what YouTube kind of was known for on the internet from 2005 to 2008.
I do remember watching a lot of AMVs as a kid. That and Let's Plays.
So I talk about AMVs in the sense of.
Oh man, creators leaving.
Well, we understand.
Yeah, that's fine.
But basically, with the AMVs, the reason I mention it is because if you ever look at AMVs from that, there are some really amazingly. And it's not that this couldn't have had the opportunity for. I think there's just some things that need to be kind of adjusted. I think tools need to be adjusted. planning, because you really have to plan and know your tools to do
Yeah.
it.
At least watch over the video again, see if you did all right, then before you post it.
And also,
That's what I do every time.
at least how I see it, your video should always be the length of the song. Otherwise, it's not a full music video. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I see that this is sort of it says in the title dedicated to friend. So this is like, yeah, in the description it says so this is a second part of sort of a tribute thing. This is for my other best friend. She is one of the most amazing people. Yeah.
Which I can understand. This is a gift. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna knock. I'm not gonna totally knock
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, not
What was that?
just like, yeah, it's a good attempt. I can see the kindness here. I understand.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but I'm from a constructive. If you want to grow, if you want to grow your channel, and I mean, I would definitely consider working on your editing, but first, most of all, start with your planning. Start with how you want this video to go. What are you trying to showcase? Especially with music, you want to actually pinpoint everything you want, each scene you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I think he knew what scenes he actually wanted. But just like, I don't know. Just like, I couldn't really see how this song fitted with The Lion King. That's the biggest part here.
Yeah, I am.
Like, it's probably the friend's favorite song, but like,
maybe.
I don't know. I just can't really see that. If you
I only got the gist of it because of the story, the Romeo and Juliet aspect, and we could kind of see the Partners in Crime, which is about
Yeah.
So I could kind of see it, but
like, here's a little thing that I think he should have done. Like, if you want to show it to just one friend, and like you're not like able to send the video through like text message or anything, what I recommend is that you make the video like unlisted, and like send the link to your video to your friend, as they're the only ones that can view it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this might have been better as an unlisted video. I feel like I'm knocking this. I really hate knocking this because we all.
I know.
Let me be
Yeah,
clear.
we all did.
We all start somewhere. So
Yeah.
the fact that you even put this out here, for us to look at, that's actually a really big step because
Oh, definitely.
you could now.
First step, I always tell people on the Amino, the big first step what you should always keep doing on YouTube is just keep putting yourself out there. Don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
Just put yourself out there. Don't keep improving. Keep putting yourself out there. Is the best advice anybody can give you.
Yeah, we're not and we don't want to make it sound like we're knocking you and don't want you to keep going. We want you to keep going. We just want, what we really want is for you to find helpfulness in our critiques. And
with most of the criticism you get through the video, hopefully you'll take most of it into consideration and hopefully improve from there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, I'm gonna draw Kree in that shirt. I'm not kidding. That's gonna be a
Absolutely,
thing.
that'd be amazing.
That's gonna be what's on the thumbnail.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. Oh no.
Have it be with Creed in the thumbnail, wearing that same exact shirt.
That's exactly what
And I'll be laughing. All of us be laughing at him.
I
That'd be
think
good.
I think he thinks I'm kidding.
That would be incredible.
We have to make this happen.
I don't make threats.
Where
I make.
exactly did you find this? Where did you find this? I want to see where you find this.
All right, so I think we've been recording enough. I think we've all said what we needed to say. You think we should call it
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, nothing else in me.
Yeah. All right. Well,
But I will like to say, Thank you for guys for having me
Yeah,
on.
thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
You're
It's
welcome.
been great. You've been a great guest.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried because you were kind of the
Thank you.
first kind of guest that we've had. I was kind of, I was kind of tense, but you were great. I really enjoyed having you here. So
I get it. I was a little bit nervous too, because like
yeah. So yeah,
I live in a house full of 3 people, so but it worked out well.
Yeah.
They didn't bother me much. There wasn't a bunch of noise. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty good, right?
mhm.
Hopefully, I get to come back again.
Yeah. It could be interesting. That this is the end. For those listening, I hope to get this on iTunes at some point. I'm kind of in my spare time. I'm kind of planning on getting a SoundCloud so I can upload this to iTunes. So maybe maybe in the near future, if you're listening to this on iTunes, that would be cool. I don't know
I think
if
you should try to live stream it.
live streaming is in the distant future. I'm still kind of working out the kinks on live streaming. But if you're watching this video, just a reminder: if you want to be on this podcast, or you want to see somebody on the podcast, make sure to either ask someone to nominate you or nominate someone that you want to see here. I cannot stress that enough. We don't get very many nominations, and that's how Jordan's World got here on the podcast. Is like a couple people nominated him. So
we really do look at those. So if you want to see someone here that you really like, or if you want to tell someone else to let you be on here, we really do look at it.
We do. So Jordan, if you want to plug your channel, tell people what you do on your channel, that'd be nice.
Okay. So yeah, basically what I'm doing on my channel is mostly animations right now, but now I'm starting to do things like drawing videos, top 5s, rants, and hopefully in the near future get to do like real life skits.
Yeah, so that could be interesting. If that sounds interesting, subscribe to Jordan's World. He's a little bit up and coming. He's still kind of working out the kinks in his own channel.
I think I have more subs than Pyro.
Do you?
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. Wait a minute. Really?
I have 146. You have 110.
Dang. All right. Well.
Well then.
That's
I'm surprised
embarrassing.
myself too.
Jeez. Well, you don't have enough. You don't have as much as the podcast. So there you go. Haha. We got you. But yeah, if you want, if this podcast has been interesting, subscribe and whatever. I'm still bad at outros, so that's it. Get out of here. Leave.
Thank you for being here
Sick of
today.
you.
We really appreciate it.
But you still can.